So in this book, Red Tide, I really wanted to write about. I felt like most people don't understand that there's a difference between chip design, which is the whole industry, Silicon Valley, and that's all these, the household name companies. Nvidia, they design chips. They do not
Mhm.
manufacture them, right? Those come out of a foundry that costs, tens of billions of dollars in specialization. And 70% of that comes out of Taiwan, out of TSMC, including all of those NVIDIA chips. And so I wanted to write about this scenario where it was really a naval war where China didn't just invade one day, right? Because we see what that looks like. In China, it's a bit of a mutually assured destruction thing with trade with China. They're very dependent on the export economy. They're kind of dependent on the US, right, to feed that export economy. So to just wake up one day and do that would be very difficult for them. And so what I wanted to envision was like the US sort of goads them into a difficult position through embargoes and trade wars on these chips, which they need too, right? I mean, TSMC also supplies China. And
Mhm.
one day they look out at the Navy and they go, we think it's a paper tiger. We think that if we, put a whole bunch of Type 55 destroyers all around that island, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. And we're going to call it, the three C's and sort of extend our sovereignty on the waves. And then as tensions mount, mistakes happen and it turns into a naval war. But what I like about that plot is that it again involves the commercial world with sort of underhanded tactics where it is that inseparable line. And the heroes on the American side come to realize, look, if we do not turn around this embargo, like right now they're feeding us chips because they want to, and they've pacified us in that way. We are now completely beholden to them and have to take this back, which I think is a really fun. Well, I don't know, it's fun. It is an interesting scenario to explore, and I think one that could really happen.